Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley, Ormsby, psychic medium, teacher and healer of spiritual things in the spiritual way, and well, spiritual things and so much more, basically. So, anyway, so these reads are for timeless reads, by the way. So, and I am going to be doing these as well as the other ones, astrological reads, but these are not using the tarot cards. These are universal messages or messages coming through from the universe via a lot of different guides that I have worked with in the past, quite closer to. A lot of them are coming forward again, or closer to me again, to bring back some of the knowledge that I've learnt in the past, and to pass it on with you, and also to and it's just as a, to remind, as a reminder, of all the different tools that I have and that have connected with me, and it's like they're all coming together. So anyway, that's so they're of light beings, universal light beings, and who are here now with this ascension period or time that we're going through, and we have been going through, like, as you know, for many years. However, so anyway or other, these I have different, all these different guys that have come through in the past. So I have a lot of Atlantean energy around me at the moment. That is, well, when I say at the moment, they've always been there, but they've come a lot closer. And of course, as you know, there's a lot of, we're coming into the age of the Aquarius, of Aquarius. So there's a lot of changes and adaptations within our body, within our DNA, within our system, which is, bringing out a lot more things within us, and a lot more knowledge and healing the past for this in this present time, and moving in, so we can moving into the future. Okay. Anyway, so this I'm connecting in with the sign of Taurus, like right now, or we are connecting with the sign of Taurus. So as I was tuning in, there is some connection with Pisces as well for some reason that's coming through. But so these dolphins have come through for not only you, but Taurus, but for Pisces as well. So I just want to show this picture. So this picture I drew in 2003, and it has, it's like it's been around that long, and the energy that I was connecting into way back then was partially, Atlantean as well, but even before that, and every now and then they will come through. And I guess there's been, like, the theme at the moment is like evolving. Okay, energy is evolving around you, Taurus. So there may be some, like different energies that you are working with yourself if you're working in this area. And even if you're not working in this line of work, you may be quite interested in it, and or connected to someone in some way through lineage. So things are being, I think, what's the word? I think the word's heightened, for you around this time, and especially because we've just been through this full moon, Taurus. So, and you may have been affected by it in different, in different ways, obviously, to how it has been for you in the previous full moons in the last, year or so, especially, which has been heightened for many of us. So anyway, this Atlantean energy comes in because there's a connection to the message in this is there's a connection to water, and using water to connect in to clear and cleanse your energy. Okay, and yes, you are Earth. You are an Earth sign, but we're still there's still balance that we're needing in that with the different. We still need that balance. So there is probably for many of you a water sign that's connected with you. Why these have come through, but not necessarily, not always, not just, but some of you may feel it's stronger, especially if you have a connection with the water sign in your other signs. So just going me trick again, that remembering that these reads are general reads. So if it resonates with you, wonderful. If it doesn't, just leave it. Don't try and make it fit. However, it could make sense to you a little bit further down the track. Also, these reads are timeless, and they're not time-stamp dated as per se for like right now, even though I am doing this video, we are doing this video now in April, so it is, Friday the 10th of April 2020, and I am going to mention the date because it could be relevant for some of you's or some of you who watch this video further, and later on down the track in the future there. Well, I should say, yeah. So, or down the track, however you look at it, but in the future. So it may be significant, the time, or the date, or the day, or 2020, depending on what your view is with numbers and that sort of thing, like numerology as well. But I feel the main crux of it is, like with these dolphins in here, there may be, for some of you, it's like a connection to water. It could be a water sign that's in you, like I say, in your astrological sign. There could be a water sign in with your partner or one of your children in that sense. So I guess the message here that I'm hearing from these dolphins is like there's a pod. They travel in a pod. I think there is actually another name for that, but for the message. But I'm going with pod because that's what's coming to me more so, and you'll notice that there is actually 4 of them in there. And I feel like there's the message in there is like, like there is a closeness, there is that togetherness, and like making, through this time, because we are going through currently, this lockdown period, and in our lives here in New Zealand, and also around the world. With many countries, and in some way or form, there is a lockdown there, but it's like this is about unity. Is the key word that I'm getting here is unity, coming together as a family unit, whether it be in your house with your children, like together right now at this time, or whether some of you may have children or siblings, or your family members that are not living in your home at the moment, but it may be a little bit tough, but to, like with distance wise, to physically connect with them. However, remember, like with Atlanteans, there is that intuitive feeling that, and that intuitive energy, the telepathic energy that we used to work with. And I say we because there's an element of Atlantean energy that is within me, as well as many of you out there. Okay, so there is a lot of, and you will know for yourself, that you can be, telepathic, and at times. So you may then, this is where I'm talking about with the senses, or what Spirit are talking about, is some of your senses might be developing, where your intuition or your telepathy maybe, maybe really quite, maybe opening up more, or quite sensitive to picking up energy. So it's not just the empathic side of us that is picking up stuff as well. So that is, that there is that then all of us, all are empathic to some degree. However, there's the empath, a lot of us are more empathic than others. Okay, so for me, my strongest senses are my empathic side. So I feel, sense things, a lot of things, and it's stronger than, say, my clairvoyant side or my clairaudient side. It's always been like that. But I'm saying that now, all my other senses are opened up fully, to where I need them to be to work with this. So, and there is still room for improvement, or there is still evolvement in that as well. So, because things change all the time, and and we're always seeing things in as our energy vibrates to a higher energy level, things change as well. So, so anyway, kind of, I feel like you get what I mean. But so there's a sense of unity there, and there's a lot of healing energy that's coming from this picture, this energy that that you may be receiving right now, and you may be wondering what, why are you feeling like this and emotional stuff. So, and I feel like they're going back into, the lines of yesteryear, past life stuff, as well as the past in this life, but also, the past life stuff can go way back. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of you, do have a real affinity with the whales, and the dolphins, and with the sea in some way, with sea creatures. And it's like even now I can hear the dolphins, clicking away with the way that they chit chat, and they remind me of when I first started getting into this work, and when I met my first Atlantean guide. There was a lot of I could hear whales singing and talking, and dolphins, clicking, whatever that clicking noise, that they sound, I shouldn't say noise, but sound that they make in communicating with me, back then. And so, and they have always been there, but we've communicated in a different way. And so you may be feeling, that sense of maybe hearing some sounds like that yourself. So just know that is them, making a connection with you. So if you're wanting to connect with them a little bit more, there are some beautiful tracks that are on YouTube where people have collected sounds of dolphins and the water and whales as well. So and find something that resonates with you. And so you can and bring them into your energy, or allow, or just, have a little connection with them. It may be quite help you as far as in a soothing way, in a healing way, to move through some things that you are going through right now. Okay, so yeah. So enjoy their beautiful energy. So I'm just going to, these are just really short, quick videos and messages of what the universe is wanting to pass on to you, and in a healing way, as well as, in a message as well. So if you can feel into that energy to help you, I can feel this beautiful water and the cooling and calming sensation that water, I know what it brings me, and that clearing and cleansing to feeling that it has to, and just leaving you feeling really nice and balanced and clear, ready for you to be, in your family, to either talk to different family members, or just with your family unit at the moment. And it's a beautiful, clearing, calming energy, maybe for you to use if this really resonates with you, to, clearing and cleansing your house, the energy in your house, in your property, within your, the environment that you're living within, but also expanding it out to your family, the wider family as well, in unity. This is about unity, which is the bigger picture of the whole world, but they're drawing it back to you as your family and to yourself, basically, because it starts there. It starts here at home with ourselves. And so you may notice there's 4 in here, so it may mean something to you. I'm not sure, but there is definitely movement there together. Okay, movement together. That's how we're all going to get through it, and that's how you're going to get through it, is making peace, or finding peace within you, within the family, and with the dynamics of what you're working with, is, while we're in this space, and in moving forward. It doesn't mean like stop when this lockdown is over, but it's an amazing tool, and an ability now, and a skill that you'll have, and a knowing that you'll be able to just click into wherever you are, and whenever you feel like you need it, not necessarily waiting for a negative time to bring it in. When I say a negative time, when something's like when the shit hits the fan or something like that. But, and even like just being knowing and grateful, and, going into that space when, when everything is going well as well. Okay. So don't always wait for something to before energy gets a little bit, to do a clearing or a cleansing or to connect in with the energy, okay? You can use it when things are going well as well. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this has helped you in some way or form, Taurus, to move through whatever it is that you're moving through, or just to, balance out the energy within your environment. Anyway, God bless you. Stay well, keep safe, and bye for now.